Okay, so today's daily problem is count servers that communicate. Let me read the problem statement and I'll start solving. Let me check there. What? Recording. Okay. So the conditions are pretty, I would say, small. So the number of columns and rows is like 250. So I can afford even doing like m by n operations. Okay, let's reset. Okay, so my idea right now is just so this actually can be solved with union find, but I wanna just do some simple DFS. I will just go through the grid, and then I'll check if it's a computer. So if the grid is ij is equal 1, then I'll start DFS and I'll mark the nodes I visited with with twos maybe, and then I'll start checking, going like for the every server I will go like on vertical line and on a horizontal line, and I'll mark all these cells as visited, and then if I find a new server, I'll start a new DFS. Or I can even instead of like going like all the way up to the end, I can just iterate and like start DFS on the next and start on the like bottom, right, left, and top pass, like top cells, and then mark those. Actually, I cannot, because I can just check the. Yeah, because I need to check the line. I cannot like start checking again. So yeah, so probably just checking the line, and then if there is a grid, if there is a computer there, I'll start a new DFS. Yeah, that's gonna be my my solution. So rows equals grid length, and then in columns equals grid 0 length, and then for and I equals 0, and then rows I plus, and then for into j equals 0, j less than calls j plus, and then I wanna do if grid I j is equal 1, I wanna start DFS, and then I wanna DFS, and then int. I wanna, so it's, I assume it's, I should just return the largest group. So if I find the one server and it can't communicate with anybody else, I will just continue searching. But if I find the group of 2+ servers, I just need to return its size, and that's it, and don't like waste time on single like servers. So I'll have the function private int df void dfs, and then I can even like do this integer, and then int pos I, int pos j, and then int grid, and then I wanna do for so int rows equals, so I wanna start dfs I int rows equals dfs I j, and then grid, and then if res is greater than 1, return res, and then boolean at list 1 equals true, and then here at list 1 equals false initial, at least one gonna be true, and then in the end I will, if I don't manage to find like groups with more than more or equal to computers, I will just return, if I found at least one computer, I'll just return 1, otherwise I'll return -1, or like return the number of servers that communicate with any other servers, or like 0. So rows equal grid length equal grid 0 length. So I wanna mark the current node as visited, so grid pos I pos j equals 2, and then I'll have int use let's say for int. How to do that efficiently? Like to walk on the column and on the row. So I can have this okay, I'll have this array 2D array, and then I'm gonna have -1 0, then gonna be 1 0, then gonna be 0 -1, and then 0 1, and then I will do max equals max rows equals, and then for d equals 0 d less than d's length d plus plus, and then for int k equals 0 1 k less than max k plus plus, and then int next I equals pos I plus years d 0 k multiplied, and then next j equals plus j plus k dears d1, and then if next I less or equal 0 less than 0, and next I greater than or equal rows, or next j less than 0, or next j greater or equal calls, I will do break, and then otherwise I'll do if dfs if grid I res equals 1, if grid I j gonna be equal 1, I'm gonna go dfs I j grid, and then res plus equal dfs, otherwise I will do else grid I j is gonna be equal to, and then in the end I wanna return res, and then yeah, that's gonna be my solution. So just a short summary, I traverse the grid in search for the cell equal 1, and then I start DFS from that cell, and then in DFS I have I mark a node as a visited, and then I go to avoid this kind of grid I j, oh next I next j, next I next j gonna be equal to next I next j okay, something like that. So let me check again. So I have a short summary. I traverse the grid and search for ones for the computers. If I found a one, I start DFS. In DFS, I go through the vertical line and horizontal line through this that can be drawn through this computer, and then I if I find a computer on this line, I'll start a new DFS, and the return from the DFS gonna affect my result, and then otherwise I just mark that node as visited. So that's it. Let me try to run it. Grid a few typos. No, interesting. Okay, so in case they are not connected, I didn't know. State that they're not connected, I should return 0. Actually, return. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, so return 0. Okay, in this case, should return 4. Okay. No, that one was not necessary. I wonder why I'm not returning true here. Why I'm not returning 4? So I have 4. So what happens for this grid? So I should go down, down, left, left. Why it should be expected 4? I didn't read that properly. Ah, so in case I'm gonna be greater than 1, I should have. That's really weird. Problem statement. Return res output plus equal res, and then return output. Okay. Okay, what people do here? Ah. They just do simple row count, call count. So simple counter. So they first calculate the number of ones in a row and number of ones in a column, and then every time they go on a cell, if they see 1, they check the number of computers on that row and number of computers on that column, and then if it's greater than 1, either of that, they will just increase their total computers like count. Yeah, that's a smart one. But the problem that I had difficulties understanding the problem statement. That's why I was modifying solution on the fly. Yeah, I definitely could have optimized it better if I would understand it also from the first time, like initially. What they say in tutorial? They say brute force m by n by m plus n Track using to erase. Oh yeah, that's that solution that everybody have. Server grouping. Okay, that's gonna be it. So I claim this as a fail because there was a miss on my side when I wasn't able to catch the error because I didn't understand the problem statement in the right way. But I managed to solve it with DFS. So fail.